Today we have a longer workout, lots of rounds today. 12 rounds for time of 5 dumbbell deadlifts, 4 dumbbell hang cleans, 3 dumbbell front rack lunges. Connor's actually just going to take you through one round so you can get a nice visual here, get a good preparation for the mental side of the docket, the dumbbell deadlift. We've been through this a couple times, but we want to reiterate a couple good positions. One that we're thinking about today is really making sure that our back and our spine is long and flat. So you don't want to see any curving through the back. What he's going to think about as he does this is he's going to send his hips back and try to keep his spine straight the entire time. As he lowers down, the dumbbell is going to reach for midfoot. Now that's probably the biggest fault that we see is people really try to dangle it out front, especially if you're trying to move fast and you have a big set of dumbbells in here. It's going to be 5, so we're going to try to tuck it towards the midfoot, and then he's going to squeeze his glutes and stand, and then send his hips back to sit back and down for these deadlifts. Nothing too complicated. The other thing we're looking for is to put the dumbbell towards the back of the hand so that we make them as long as possible. Nice. He's finishing the deadlift. Okay, now we're working towards the dumbbell hang clean. Now this movement can be really similar to a bicep curl, but we're going to try to still use good mechanics, and we're going to jump and pull. So as he does this, he's going to send his hips back, jump the dumbbell up to his shoulders, finishes in a tiny little front squat before he stands. Now the movement should be he releases the dumbbell back to his hips first, then he sends his hips back again, keeping the dumbbell above the knee, jumps it back up to the shoulders, stands tall before he brings it right back down. You should see his feet shift a little bit, right to left as he's doing this. If it's a lighter weight, you might not have to do that as much, but we're still trying to use good positions while we're here. Good. On the last one here, what he's going to do is we're going to keep the elbows in front of the body, okay, pointing slightly ahead, out front. He's resting the dumbbells. We'll show you this here on the side where they're at his shoulders, and he's got a good grip on the dumbbell itself. Now, feet are directly underneath his hips. He's going to lunge forward far enough that when his knee drops, his hips are stacked directly over the knee, and out front, his knee is directly over the ankle. So go ahead and do a couple good lunge steps. And then now in the next two, we're going to show you the fault. So what we see is people lunge short. They push their knee really far out. Yeah, you can't even do it that well. Big guy can't lunge that short, right? And then we're trying to make sure that we take a big, long lunge. Now, Connor, if you'll face the camera again one more time. The other thing we want to think about is we don't want you staying on a tightrope. We want you to think long and wide with your step. So similar to what we would do as if we're trying to balance ourselves, he's going to make sure that he stays wide enough to set a good foundation for himself. Good. Nice. Now, go right from here into your deadlifts. Yeah, he's going to then send his hips back. The breaks don't necessarily have to happen at the end of every round. He might decide that he wants to take a quick break on his 4th deadlift before he then sets up to then go back, finish one more deadlift, and work into his clean position. Nice. Good. Yeah, any other questions, let us know in the comments. Pretty straightforward workout. We really like to think in these 12 rounds for time. Try to move fast and quick at the beginning when you can. If you need to then slow down in the later rounds, it's a good place to do it. Use the energy that you have at the beginning. Especially in a 12-round workout, I usually like to face one direction in my odd numbers and the other direction in my even, and it just keeps me in a good mental place to be able to figure out where I am. Another option might be to just grab a piece of chalk, tick your way through the rounds or a piece of paper. All right? Let us know what else you have for us, and we'll see you in the comments.